The people of Loranwe know that this kitchen has been built with the help of donations from around the world. But it was 9-year-old Martha who led the way, although she's not sure she likes the limelight.
It was quite nerve-wracking because everyone was singing and staring at me.
Were you a bit overwhelmed?
Yeah.
You're a bit more relaxed now? How do you feel now?
Happy.
Mary's Meals has been building kitchens in schools for the last 10 years, often in straw huts like this one, which double as classrooms.
It gives you a great feeling of satisfaction to see the link between children in Scotland and children in Malawi. How a small amount of effort by kids in Scotland can have a huge impact here in Malawi.
Each child is given a cup to keep. That way the portions are fair. The porridge is also enriched with vitamins to help children to grow.
I thought it was actually quite nice, but I seen people putting salt and sugar and nuts in the bottom when I was serving it. I think it'll help them learn in class. I think it'll help them concentrate because they're not concentrating on how hungry they are, and it gives them something to eat.
The population in Malawi is exploding. You know, the population is growing all the time, so it means more and more kids all the time. The important thing about Mary's Meals is that we get kids into school. If you speak to a teacher here at this school, and they'll be telling you, big thing about Mary's Meals, kids are better behaved, I've got better discipline, I can actually teach my lesson now. And the kids come in every day, so I can actually do a lesson plan and know the kids are going to come in. So we provide porridge, but actually the knock-on effects are huge. It just keeps on going on and on.
1 in 8 children in Malawi die each year, most of them through malnutrition. And although each child here gets a cup of porridge, not all eat it.
There's this boy and a girl, brother and sister, 12 and I think 7. They shared one mug of porridge and then they put another in a bag for their mum.
Soon it was Martha's turn to try school lunches in Malawi.
Thank you.
She sat with the older children to eat. Many of them wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the porridge every day.
Martha, what would you think if you had to eat it every day?
It would be quite nice, but sometimes you would want something else.
What are you going to write on your blog about it?
That it's yummy.
Right guys, we're going to go, so it's time to say goodbye. So bye. Bye. See you.
5,000 miles is a long way to come to see a kitchen. But seeing what has been achieved and understanding how much it means to these children has made the journey worth it.
They've got stuff to eat and that's a good thing, and they like the things that they eat, so that's so good.
Did you taste the porridge?
Yeah, I tasted a little bit. It was quite thick and smoky but delicious.
Probably the most outstanding thing was being in that kitchen with those women cooking porridge, the noise, the singing, the smoke in your eyes and just the heat, and they had babies on the backs and it was just amazing. And I think for me this has been a lot about being a mum, trying to support your family. Those women were doing something similar but in just such a different way, and it was just fantastic. And that for me I think will really stick in my memory and stick in my mind.
Back in Lochgilphead you told us about putting food on the table, providing food. Do you feel that that's something that you and your family have managed to do here in Malawi?
I think with everyone's support we have, and I think that's what Mary's Meals achieved, is coming up with such a great answer that everyone supports them and does their bit, and it's such a simple kind of little bit of support that we've shown, which is just echoed around, and I think that's what social media has done. It's just taken Martha's response and shared it and encouraged people to do the same. But it is, as any parent, I think you want to provide for your children, and I think we in Loch Gilphead think about providing for our children in terms of, you know, they've got the right clothes and they go to the right clubs after school, but here in Malawi, providing for your children stops at food, and that's something that we can help with.
Yes, I can.
Do you recognise it?
Yeah.
Look at the lorry here. That's what I haven't seen.
Oh, Lorry,
For many children in Malawi, the arrival of this lorry is a very special day. Mary's Meals has asked Martha to help hand out presents from children around the world. These sacks contain nearly 1,000 school backpacks.
What do you think the reaction is going to be when you actually see it?
I don't know what they're singing, but they're singing something.
The packs are often old school bags donated to Mary's Meals. As they're being handed out, it's clear the gift is treated with care. The children are told to wait and open them all together. Inside the bags are clothes, shoes and precious pens. Basic items that families here cannot afford.
Special. People are so happy.
What do you think of the noise?
Oh, it's tremendous. It's like, ah! Everyone's screaming.
When you hand them the backpack, how grateful do they are?
They do little curtsies to you.
That was quite sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah. Give them it and then go. And then go sit down.
It's hoped that having these things, however small, will encourage children to come to school. Their reaction surprised Martha's family.
We've all been quite tearful at times, yet minutes later we've been laughing and roaring. The kids are so happy and so nice to be around, so friendly, so enthusiastic about life, and how they could be like that being so hungry, I've got no idea.
The backpacks are handed out under strict guidelines, and schools are visited only once. Children are not told when they'll arrive, only that they must be in school to receive one. This girl arrived late. Devastated, she sat alone in the playground. Her pleas went unheard. This is tough love. Children are taught that an education is their best way to escape poverty. Martha and her fundraising may have brought so much joy, but it's clear there's so much left to do.
As Martha's story hit TV screens across the world, it inspired others to act.
It had a huge wow factor. There was one particular scene where Martha was surrounded by hundreds of children her own age, happy, they were joyful, they had huge smiles across their faces. You could almost sense the happiness of those children oozing out of the television screen, and it was at that moment in my heart I knew I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to achieve what Martha had achieved. I wanted to be a small part of changing lives of children in Malawi.
Shabnam felt moved to sponsor a school kitchen for at least the next year. It means hundreds more children will get one meal a day. Back in a now wintry Loch Gilphead, the Payne family are preparing for Christmas and wondering about how their friends in Malawi will celebrate.
I wonder if they get holidays.
Do you think they do?
I don't think they do, but maybe. I'm not sure.
Do you think they'll get presents?
Probably not. I don't think Christmas will happen in Malawi because they don't really afford presents, and they can't afford presents and things, and they can't really afford anything. Like, they won't have any special to eat because well, I guess they just have locally power like normally.
Porridge like normal?
Yeah.
So when you're eating your Christmas dinner, will you think about Ben maybe? Or what will we think about?
I think I'll think about all the children when I was just, after they got served their locally power, just eating it. And the two children sharing a mug to take home for their family.
So if you could get Ben anything for Christmas, what would you get him?
A wind-up lantern.
A wind-up lantern? Why is that?
Because he doesn't know, it'd be no use getting him lights because there's no electricity. And most things you need electricity for. So, wind-up lanterns.
Martha is no longer writing her blog every day. She's now getting on with life as a 10-year-old girl. She's won several awards for the impact of her writing this year and was nominated for Young Campaigner of the Year by the human rights organisation Liberty.
Martha very publicly stood up for freedom of expression when her local council tried to ban her blog, NeverSeconds, which rated her school dinners. After a huge public outcry, the ban was reversed, and Martha has since gone on to raise over £100,000, which helps feed children in the developing world. The winner is Martha Payne.
Martha is still not entirely at home centre stage. Her simple blog, written in Loch Gilphead, has thrust her into a world where she's not exactly comfortable. She may now move on in 2013, but it has been an incredible year, and the impact she has had will be lasting.
I've learned we need to be grateful because those backpacks were simple things to us but really good things to them.
Until you really see it, as an adult, I think I've put it away in a box. I knew kids in Malawi were struggling for food. I knew families were struggling for food. And yet somehow I put that in a compartment that I didn't need to visit every day. I could continue to put good food on my family's table and just not go there. And Martha's, I think, reminded me and reminded a lot of people that there is more. You can't just put it away. You can't forget it and hope it goes away, because when you meet these families and visit them and things, it's their whole life is about survival.
I have learned that they can sing very loudly, that they don't have what we have, and that we need to appreciate what we've got.